Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on our YouTube account and there is a new code that I actually picked up on Discord. So it did give us 600 diamonds. We also got some resources out of there. And we want to talk today about the awakened version of Entendre and really how she's performing, where she's being used. So overall, if you caught the video earlier, we did build her out and we built her out in a big way. I am also going to take her engraving all the way up to the E80 engraving. And of course, as of right now, even with the trial version, we are starting to see her already being used within the Cursed Realm. Now, we knew over in the test server, she was being used in the Cursed Realm. Then we started seeing her used in the formations in the Nightmare Corridor. Now we have also started to see her, and of course, the test server is a couple days ahead. We have also started to seeing her in the Treasure Scramble as well, which we kind of figured. So even looking here, this one stayed the same. Now, a lot of players were also kind of questioning if the awakened version of Entendre was going to replace Baden because he is such an older hero. And no, Baden is still holding his own right there. The awakened version of Belinda. Then we do have Rem. Unfortunately, Rimuru not showing an appearance. And then there we go. So 7.85 billion damage from the awakened version of Entendre. And you can see in here, we have Hilduin, we have Nyla in here. Now this is also does have Rimuru. So there we go. That is the reason I wanted to show this. So Rimuru, and you can see, guys, it's kind of interesting just on the abilities. Now, of course, remember, Rimuru plays almost like a support hero, not really as a mage. So a lot of players, including myself, that were very disappointed with the damage that Rimuru is putting out. It doesn't seem like that is the way that he was built. It doesn't seem like that's kind of the mentality or the build design behind him. I don't know at this point if we're going to see any additional hot fixes. But yeah, Rimuru is being used within the formation. And then, of course, we have the awakened version of Lucius. And then we also do have Shuna showing up in here. We have Liberta in here. We have the awakened version of Athalia. So when you look at these teams, and again, a lot of players were kind of questioning today. That's the reason why I wanted to kind of run through it, is a lot of questions on who exactly we should build. Now, again, you'll kind of see a common thread with the utility tier list. When you look at Baden, when you look at Belinda, when you look at Leica, when you look at Rem, now when you look at the awakened version of Entendre, when you're looking at Lucius, all of these heroes, including the awakened version of Athalia, are being used in pretty much every game mode that we have in AFK Arena. And of course, the big reason for this is because we have so many teams in so many modes. Even here, we have Gwen. Now, Gwen, of course, is being used in a lot of the Cursed Realm as well as the Nightmare Corridor. So we are seeing her used in a couple different places. Also seeing her used in the Treasure Scramble as well. But then we get into, again, Baden being used in 2 places now. Athalia being used in 2 places. Vika, this is really a one-off with the boss, in my opinion. I don't even have Vika built up that high. But then looking at the awakened version of Thane, another one kind of a one-off. And then, of course, we have Scarlet in here because a lot of the burst damage we're doing. But also when you look at the support heroes, there is Rimuru again. I believe Shuna is being used in here as well. So again, when you start looking bigger picture at a lot of these heroes, and a lot of players were also questioning Gavis. So Gavis overall, very similar, again, kind of running the same thread as Rimuru, where he's not really the damage dealer, even though he's a mage. He is a lot more of a support hero that we're seeing just kind of as the secondary, as the support hero in here, not really playing or really building up as the primary damage dealer, which again is by design. The heroes are playing a lot more in kind of that support role is what we're seeing. Now, of course, when it comes to summoning, there were a lot of questions in the Noble Tavern that, again, I got today. So there's been, of course, a lot of data analytics. We're saving up the data analytics because, can't say the word tonight, but because looking at the different rates, so looking at the 2.5% probability and also looking at the Temple of Time, they're gathering a lot of information over on Discord, and I believe Floof is doing it, but it is running right in par. So it seems like from, again, the tens of thousands of summons that we've seen through AFK Arena, looking at the data, compiling it actually with 10 summons, and of course putting in all my data, everything else, really is coming out to the higher probability, even though maybe for a lot of players, they're not really feeling it. And then, of course, the legendary Bizarre Totem. So if you guys remember today, we used, I think, around 450. We used around 450 emblems to get the awakened version of Entendre. Now, with that being said, we did get 2 of these. So legendary Bizarre Totems, of course, we pulled 2 of these. So I do want to hop in the Ghoulish Gallery and look at this. But let's go ahead and use both of these. Boom, we do get the Mage Spellcaster, which is pretty good. And then we also do get the tanking one as well. So we'll be able to use 2 more of those. Now, of course, when you're looking at these, again, kind of thinking at the collections, is giving us the ability to get these are going to allow us to come into the collections and essentially get a lot more higher level collections based on this right down here. So right here, we've used 72 legendary bizarre totems. We need to take this to 80. So you are guaranteed 3 mythic abilities if you use at least 3 legendary bizarre totems, unlocks after using 80 totems. So we do have to use 80 legendary totems in here, which as you can see, we're at 72. The 2 that we just picked up will take us to 74, meaning that we're gonna have the ability to actually get a little bit more out of here. And then also we do have the conversion. So this is something that we kind of talked about. So when we did the Stargazer today, having the ability to go in here and convert essentially your rare into the elite, and then taking the elite totems and moving them into the legendary ones, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Now out of here, the one that you wanna save and the one you really wanna focus on is of course this level. I'm gonna use 1 to get another legendary totem, but that does give us the ability. So that's already 3 legendary totems. Now, of course, before the update, these are totems we would have never seen. We didn't have anything in here, literally 0 at this point. So looking in here and being able to build these out a little bit further, having a couple of these legendary totems is going to be honestly a game changer. I know it's not quite as fast as players were hoping. I still feel like they need to add a lot of more of the arcane staffs into a bunch of different places, including the Field of Stars, including the AFK rewards. But I have started buying them out of here every single time because, of course, as we're continuing to add more heroes in here, there are a crazy amount of collections that I am still using, meaning that we do need to build these out a little bit further. Now, a lot of players were also questioning with the other heroes. So the Awakened version of Athalia is built out quite a bit. You can see that we're sitting on 1 copy in here, and I'm going to use some of these diamonds, and I want to see some of the rates as we can continue in here. I'm going to hop in here, and we know Entendra's in here. I'm going to drop the Awakened version of Athalia in this formation, and we're going to do some more summons for her. And I want to take her to 5 stars. Now, again, this is the way to be really competitive within this game, being competitive in a lot of different game modes. We already do have her at the 80 engraving, so we need 2 more copies to add the 4-star on there. So let's see if we can get lucky with these copies. And of course, guys, there are 4 rare totems right there. The 2 more copies, come on, fingers crossed with the Stargazer that we can see it. Maybe some diamonds, but there is 1 copy. So we need 1 more to add the star, and a double right there, guys. That is 3 copies of the Awakened version of Athalia, which means we are 2 copies away from getting her to 5 stars. Boom, double level up right there. We are 2 single copies away. There's 1, we need 1 more. We need 1 more copy and we will have her built up. So that's 10, that's 20 right there. Getting a lot of tier stones in here as well. There is 30, 40 right there. We're going to get close. There's 50 and we do not pull it. Here's 60. Should be this one. And there it is. There's our last one. Now 65, of course, is still the pity. There we go. So she is up to 5 stars. We don't want to pull her anymore. Let's go ahead and drop those other ones on there. And I'm almost thinking, you know, because we know where we're building out that Awakened version of Entendre, I'm gonna summon for her. We have the diamonds, guys. I'm gonna summon for her. Let's see what we can do in here. There we go. There is 4 stars. There is 5 stars. Now, looking at the Awakened heroes in general, we have a lot. We have 1, the Awakened version of Belinda and Thane are built out 5 stars. Brutus is 5 stars. We have Leica at 5 stars. We have Solus at 5 stars. We have Chimera's only at 1. I wonder if we should do Chimera. You know what? I'm going to do Entendre. Just because she is brand new, I want to see what we can do and how much damage we can do with what we've been kind of saving up here. As much, again, as I love Chimera, I'm going to do Entendre. Chimera is a unique build, and Chimera is really a unique build. But I'm going to go in for Entendre and see what we can do. Now, remember, we just built her up to 1 stars. Last pull, we just got the copy of the Awakened version of Athalia. So can we pull some more copies of Entendre? Come on, it's not looking very forgiving, but there we go. There is 1. And again, I keep getting thrown off seeing the tier stones in there. We got one so far, going through a lot, and we still have a lot of diamonds in here left too. Come on, Entendre. Could it be a double? Could it be a triple? Could we see something crazy? There's pull number 2. Almost through with the cards. There's some gear, which of course has the faction on there. Boom. There's pull number 3. That takes her to 2 stars. 26 of our Stargazer Scrolls left. See if we can get one more copy. Of course, this gets into our diamonds. I'm wondering exactly kind of the rates in here, and a double rate there, similar to what we've seen from Athalia. That makes up a lot of ground for these, because that is 2 more copies out of there. And there we go. That is 3 copies in a row. 20 summons, 3 copies in there. And I'm wondering just how much these rates are really taking effect, because that is pretty good. Pretty happy with those summons so far. Come on, where's another one? This should be boom. One more right there. Some more. We're not seeing the diamonds yet, though. I've been kind of keeping an eye out. There we go. There's another copy. There's another triple. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I don't even know how many that gives us. We got a double of Entendre. We got a double of her. We got a triple of her. And we just pulled a copy. Wow. Wow, guys. That is incredible. That is a lot of copies. And we still got diamonds left in here. And I know she's not at 5 yet, because it would have prompted us that she was at 5 stars. Wow, 4 more pulls in here. And there we go. There's another copy. And there we go. She is done. That does take her. Look at those copies. Wow. We just added 4 stars onto Entendre with not a ton of resources. That is incredible, but that does take her, and that fully builds her. That takes her to the 5 stars. Now, of course, we're going to have to get her animated avatar out of the shop. It just came up right now in the reset. But I'm going to have to look back, because, guys, that was 2 stars on Athalia, and that was 4 stars on Entendre with what we have. We could even drop Chimera in there. Wukong! No, don't summon Wukong! It's okay, let's see, guys, because we have Chimera in here. Wow. 3 more summons here for Chimera. 1, 2, and number 3 gives us Chimera. Yeah, wow. I am in shock. Again, Temple of Time, we got 553. She is already done. Even looking here again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heroes that are at 5 stars. It is crazy. That is absolutely crazy that we build them out that high. Wow. I am thoroughly happy. Let's hop in here. Let's grab that animated avatar frame. Man, that's a big build, and that's not many resources. I thought the summons earlier were pretty good. I thought they were a little bit below par. But look at this, guys. Some more Stargazer Scrolls. Wow, her gear's already done. It's already all tier 4. And look at that animated avatar. 6,000 poke coins, some more tier stones, some essence. And then, of course, we get a furniture scroll for building her out to 5 stars. Wow, even hero growth, guys. We got the 20, so there's another 25 chest back. Poke coins, we're at the 9 of 9. That's what, 3, 4, 5 plus 6, 7,000 we just got out of there. Monthly cards we're going to have to pick up, but that is a lot. That is a lot that we just summoned, and I don't think I've ever been that impressed with the summons, honestly. We're at 76, a couple more. We'll get a few more out of the events that are coming, but that is going to sum it up. And then, of course, we are looking for Gwen within the Dragon IO. We've been looking for this, and I'm thinking this is going to be up again, which it is. Now, we have been, of course, looking to exchange these for a little bit. I'm going to have to wait the other couple weeks to get some more of our insignias. We are looking to continue to build up Gwen, trying to get past 9. Still can't do it, as I farmed it forever. We have 14 here. Let's see, can we pull that copy of Gwen that we need? No, and remember, guys, the rates in here are just still the same. Wow, I am still shocked that we pulled that in the final one in here. Not another copy, but that's okay because we got a lot more emblems. Again, everything else we're saving in that game mode to see what we get. But that is crazy with that. I mean, that's a lot. That was really a lot of pulls, and there is 215 on the Elder Tree. I'm going to have to level this Elder Tree up quite a bit. Again, we're going to have to recycle a lot of the heroes that we got out of there. But that was super, super impressive, guys. The Awakened version of Entendre, again, fully built up to 5 stars, plus 40 signature item. Kind of crazy to think that we built her that high. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of those summons. And as always, thank you guys for watching.